He has, in place of lips, he has like tapeworm.
We'll see who wins now.
Keith, let me get settled. Oh, finally, it took so long. Here's the thing, Keith.
Yeah,
Is that this is the first. So you're sick.
I'm sick.
Still kinda.
Yeah. I feel fine. It's just that like I keep coughing and losing my voice.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And we had scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to record in person today, so we're live over the internet.
Yeah, the other day I was gonna go down, but I couldn't talk, and
Yeah.
earlier I was gonna come down, but Kyle's a piece of shit.
Yeah, like these stupid kids, right? They need people to watch them or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What is that about, right?
I don't know.
But this is also notable, and I think we might discuss it briefly at the beginning and then perhaps not mention again. This is the first time that our Game Wisp subscribers are able to watch us record live.
No, get the heck out of here.
It's true, Keith. People that subscribe at the tier 2 or tier 3 on GameWisp.com/run button are able to watch us record this live right now. Here's the thing, Keith. What I forgot to tell these people,
What?
because it just didn't even occur to me, as it never does.
You forgot to tell them that when we start at 9, we really start at 10.
Yeah, the thing is, what I forget every time we go to record is that there's
at 9. But we keep troubleshooting for an hour.
Yeah,
there's about a half-hour minimum troubleshoot time every time we start to record.
Yeah, there's always at least 30 to 60 minutes of problems. And on the times, this is not relevant to tonight, but on the times when there isn't any problems, we usually just talk to each other for an hour like idiots when it could have just been recorded.
And here's the thing, adding a streaming element always adds another layer of bullshit that can go wrong.
God, Keith, it was already there. It should not have, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
It was all fine, but then just,
that's the curse. That's like that's the dark secret of video stuff, is that all of it is
It's, you know what it is? It's like that fucking, I think it's like an Anchorman thing, that cologne. It's like 70% of the time it works every time or something like that.
I was gonna say that it's like those little constructs that you use to keep an egg from cracking when you drop it from a building in 3rd grade.
How's that?
It's just like all of this expensive equipment is made out of toothpicks and tape.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Out of the 40 kids that drop it from the top of the school roof, only like 6 kids actually come out with an unscathed egg.
Keith, Sex Panther, I think, is the cologne that I'm thinking of. It was fictional for a while, and there was like that one weird company that made it and sold it for a little while.
Oh, they made and sold the cologne that in fiction was supposed to have been absolutely horrifying?
Yeah, the other thing, it was 2 things they made. That company sold Sex Panther cologne and Brondo from Idiocracy. Those were their 2 products, and I'm not making that up.
I've never seen Idiocracy, so I don't know what Brondo is.
Oh, okay. Real quick, Brondo, and by real quick, I mean this will be a 20-minute tangent. Real quick, Brondo, so you know the premise of Idiocracy, like guy goes into the future and everyone's really stupid in the future because people
like
just kept getting dumber and dumber.
Because of the media?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Because of democracy? I didn't really...
No, it's like, it's just, you know how it just seems like people
watched too much Mike Judge, so they got stupid.
Yeah, people just got stupid, I don't know. The thing about their world is like the concept of drinking water has been lost to them, and everyone thinks that you're supposed to live off of sports drinks, and like the primary one is one called Brondo that everyone just drinks in place of water. Like they don't have water fountains, they have Brondo fountains. And the thing is, like they're all starving because none of them know that they're supposed to, when they're farming, they're supposed to water the plants with water, and instead they water them with Brondo, and then all the plants die, and so they have no food.
They remembered that they had to wet the plants. They just couldn't remember. To not
like they were basically
Brondo.
like, well, we all drink Brondo, obviously. Oh, also the world is also like the people selling Brondo have gotten this wrong also, so it's like an advertised feature of Brondo where they say it's got what plants crave. Brondo. Listen,
That's really funny.
Idiocracy is not a great movie, but there are small pieces of it that shine brilliantly.
Brondo, it's got one plant's I like the idea of a plant craving something. Like a plant with a will strong enough to crave.
Yeah.
That's good.
This
You're saying that movie doesn't get into why everyone got stupid?
I mean, I think they just I think they like explain it, but sort of explain it in quotes. It's just the explanation they give at the beginning of the movie is just like the simple concept of the fact that like stupid people have the most kids. And like it just keeps showing like this one stupid redneck couple that just like keep having more and more kids, and it keeps intercutting that with like, you know, this like educated, wealthy couple that are just like, oh, it's not the right time, you know, for our careers and stuff. We'll probably do that in a few more years. And then it cuts back to the redneck family and they have like 3 more kids.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do right now.
Training your Digimon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, because we haven't played Digimon in like 3 months.
At least 3 months, Keith. Oh yeah, okay. I think it was at about 3 months because right before we started this, or right before I started to start this, I went and kind of scrubbed through the most recent episode of this series, hoping that it would shine some light upon what we should be doing. It didn't, by the way.
You probably should have done the episode before that.
Yeah, but here to give you
we end every Digimon recording session with 25 minutes of I don't fucking know what to do now.
Yeah, sure. I kind of looked all over the place, but to give you an idea of when last we recorded this was, I think it started with me saying that I'd been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5. So that's how long ago that was.
I gotta play more of that. I got stuck on a mission and did it a few times and couldn't beat it, and then other games came out, and so I kind of stopped playing it.
I did one of those things where I played it obsessively for like 2 months, put like 100+ hours into it at least, and absolutely loved it, and was like, this is instant game of the year. But now I've played it so much that I think about the idea of playing it and I get a little bit sick. I'm like, no, please, never again. I've had too much of that.
100 hours in 2 months isn't that much.
When you have 2 kids, it's a lot, though. It might have been 100+ hours in 1 month, maybe. I don't really.
That's a tougher spoon to swallow, bigger pill to take.
We live on different scales, though. Keith, is the thing.
We do. I'm on the scale of justice, and you're on one of those greengrocer scales.
Right, I know everything that you just said.
You know, like you weigh fruit in them.
Oh yeah, one of those things.
Yeah.
Or like when you put them when you go to the self-checkout at the grocery store.
Your version of that scale is just a metal platform, not the hanging.
Right. I'm saying there's another scale, you know, where it's like a metal thing. Or if you do the self-checkout, it doesn't really weigh it at all. You just say like, oh, I'm buying red potatoes. I'm buying 4 of them. And then the voice goes, please place your red potatoes on the belt. And you're just like, this is totally unnecessary, robot lady.
You know what? I think it's that's a I guess like a shoplifting countermeasure. So you're not saying, ooh, I'm buying all this lettuce, but really what you're buying is bell peppers.
I never considered that at all. I don't know that it is. I think it's literally just like they want it to talk so that people don't get confused. And it's the worst thing because it's really fucking loud. Like I will always roll up on it like listening to a podcast on my headphones, and it's so loud I need to pause it every time because I just can't focus on the podcast while it talks at me.
Loud, don't you think it's so that the person standing close by can be like, that person's trying to say that?
I don't think so, because here's the thing.
Orange bell peppers are romaine lettuce. He thinks he can get away with that. That's like $4 in savings.
Well, the thing is, I think there's definitely a weight sensor component to it, because anytime you scan something, it then insists that you put it on the belt, and if you don't put it on the belt, it knows that you did that and is like, no, fuck you, put it on the belt. Like, I think it knows how much everything weighs and then wants to weigh it to make sure that you've done what you said you were gonna get. I don't know, whatever.
I think you have to put it on the metal platform and then tell it what it is, so that it can be like, okay, I need to charge you for 0.7 pounds of yams,
Right. Sweet potatoes.
sweet potatoes, and it looks like you're buying a bag of marshmallows. Must be a holiday coming up.
Keith, how long did it take you to figure out that yams and sweet potatoes are the same thing?
Actually, like until I was like 19.
Yeah, it took
Like
me
forever.
a really, really long time.
And they definitely are, though, right?
I'm still not 100% sure. Like,
Are
full disclosure,
yams
I don't really know,
potatoes?
but I'm pretty
Here we go.
sure they are.
Also called yams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, we, in Massachusetts, we 100% only use the word yam when we're talking about candied yams at Thanksgiving.
Right.
That's the only time. But even to, like, other parts of the country, they just call them sweet potatoes, like, for Thanksgiving. They don't put on a show and change the name up for one day a year.
Look at those candied yams. What's
You
in
don't-
there? Al yams.
It kind of, it sounds nice, though. It's almost a rhyme. It's
Candied
kinda,
yams? Yeah. It's... okay, yeah, let's see. Many people think that yams are... like the differently shaped kinds, but they're just like a different shape. Like it's just like sweet potatoes are lots of different shapes, idiot.
Yeah, you're right. When I think in my head yam, like I think of a very specific shape that's like almost like radish-like or beet-like, but
Yeah.
like a sweet potato. It's weird. I don't know. What are we talking about? Oh, here's the thing about those self-checkout things is like they have all these countermeasures for not stealing things, I think, or at the very least, making sure everyone rings them in correctly and they're not just dumb idiots that don't know how to wave things over a light until you hear a beep. And, you know, I've never shoplifted from one of those things because I'm adult and I've got better shit to do with my time.
Now, have you shoplifted?
I mean, in my life, sure. Who
What
hasn't,
have you
Keith?
shoplifted? Actually, finish
Keith,
your
what
story, and then
haven't I
let's come back.
shoplifted? Let's be honest.
Yeah? Did you have a big shoplifting phase?
Sure, why not?
Well, because it's illegal, Kyle. That's why not.
What?
Yeah. No, it's not only looked down upon, it's actually against the rules.
Wow, I wish someone had told me that. I would have stopped doing it. But all of that was when I was younger, before self-checkout was really a thing. So I've never bothered to steal anything from a self-checkout, because why would I? But I've always thought in my head, like, man, it would be so fucking easy to steal so much stuff from the self-checkout thing.
Yeah, switch a tag. I don't know.
No, like, just when no one's
don't
looking,
ring it
just
in?
take something from my basket and put it at the bagging area over there. Like, oh yeah, I put this on the belt, watch it go. No, I just moved it over.
Okay.
So all you kids out there who don't have a lot of money, just go steal stuff, like, whatever.
I mean, but if it's a bigger item, you'd want to like take the tag.
Oh yeah,
off
like if
and-
it's like a 20-pound bag of cat food, just
just take the tag.
just
from
no.
the
What you do with
1 pound
those?
bag of
What
cat
you
food.
do with those is just you put them on the under part of the carriage so that it doesn't take up too much room in your cart, and you just leave it there. No one notices.
No one. No, they not only do they not notice. If they did notice, they don't even care. I've worked in retail before. I know exactly how it feels to watch someone take something and not pay for it. Like, oh fuck, I don't want to get involved in that. What am I gonna do? Say something to the thief?
You're not. No. Well, here's the thing. You're most retailers. You're not even allowed to. Like, company policy, because then it becomes like a whole, like, if there's actually a confrontation, it could be a whole legal thing. The company could get in trouble.
Yeah. I know it's at CVS. We were asked to not do anything about shoplifting.
Yeah. A lot of places, the employees are actively trained to not engage shoplifters at
And then
all.
places like Target has like secret police.
Yeah. Like Target
They
and
have like
Sears
a
and that.
third party cop.
They have plainclothes officers
Right.
that are like trained in that kind of thing.
Right. So the regular employees still not allowed to do that because they've got basically
Right.
mercenaries wandering the halls. They've got roughnecks everywhere.
And I feel like there might be some people watching that are like, geez, why is Kyle encouraging young people to steal? That seems so irresponsible. Yeah, they already know about stealing, though, guys.
They already know about it. They already know about it, and they already have...
If you're the kind of person who's going to...
bought that many Dragon Ball Z cards?
Like, here's the thing. Why are you scratching your butt, Greymon? Knock it off. You think you could pull up one of these Digimon guys?
Oh, yeah, I think you could do that.
Don't I have to, like, beat Penguinmon at curling or something?
Yeah, we have to catch fish to do that. You have to pay him to fish. Do you want to go fishing?
Keith. No.
Catch fish, Digimon World. Catching Digi-Sea bass.
I don't know. Well, Digi-Sea bass is like a different sort of thing. That's like a high level. That's the fish that increases your Digimon's lifespan by a day.
Oh, what?
Or wait, no, it's like 1 hour. It increases the lifespan by an hour.
Oh, well, then who cares? An
Right?
hour?
Yeah.
Sorry, an hour?
The people who care are the people making their Digimon live for a billion years.
If I'm going to live like I was dying, I'm not going to spend any time catching a Digi-Sea.
Like you were dying. I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Here's the
Spend
reason.
40 minutes catching a thing that'll increase my life by 60 minutes. A net 20-minute game.
Here's the thing, and I know we've mentioned this a bunch of times, but it's just when you go this long without playing Digimon World, it's so hard to start again because it's just like what do I do? Where do I go?
It's one of those games where the bar of entry is really high, and it also keeps resetting every time you stop playing it.
I got new orders though. Take it easy. I can tell them to take it easy, which I'm not sure that we've gotten that before. I don't
So,
know.
like, if you're winning too good,
Hey, fella, take it easy.
take it easy. Hey, ease up on that, Madoki Betamon.
Well, you know those fucking times when you're like, oh, this enemy Digimon is going into an 8-hour-long animation. I hope Greymon doesn't blow his MP trying to attack him because it's not going to hurt him. Maybe one of those.
Maybe. I think we actually have had that before. I think what it does is it makes him use the less powerful attacks.
Who could say?
Who could say? I'm looking up this guide.
You know, Keith, when I'm editing these videos and I need to try to sync sound effects to actions, I always really appreciate it that, like, every sound effect in this game is delayed by half a second and that none of it actually matches up in the game. Because it makes it really easy to edit.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Do I detect a sour note?
What? No. You get...
Okay.
Huh?
I am a super taster, and I feel like I detect a sour note. Penguin. Okay, I'm having a hard time finding...
One more. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to bet that I can do one more train. He's not going to get a sweat drop. That's what I think. What you got going on, Greymon? Ah, fuck! Fuck!
What?
You got a sweat drop.
Oh, you were as upset as I was like, oh, did none of this record? None of it recorded, and we're not streaming.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We're streaming, so at the very least, we've got some kind of backup of it, which is good.
Ugh.
So, you want to know, Keith? The last time we did a recording type thing, we were doing our fourth 24-hour marathon.
Yes.
You want
4 on 4.
Yes, it was 4 to 4 on the 4th for Run Bun Marathon 4. You want a little peek into how
in our fourth year of doing this thing.
See how that works. It turns out we did one a year.
Actually, we did two the last 2 years each.
We did one after a year,
Oh, okay.
and then
We skipped a year?
there have been. It's been less than 12 months sometimes, and more other times, but it's basically been 12 months each time, more or less. Like
No, 'cause now
technically,
it's November. We did one in March.
that one was December. We did one in January, so like it was 11 months, but it's pretty close to a year. Get rid of his tiredness, please.
Wait, was our last one not in like March or something?
No, it was in January. It was like January 21st or something. Did my stream just explode?
I don't know.
Why? Oh, I see what happened. Hang on, I'm gonna click a button and it'll be fine.
Oh, did you try to type something and it was like, no, you gotta log in?
No, it was like I had that stream overlay thing on, and normally it's invisible, but it like taps into the Twitch login, and I think something went wrong with that, and so the invisible thing turned into a full screen thing that said, "Hey, log into Twitch." Uh-oh, he's got to shit and sleep. I do know that last time we learned that the weight requirement for Metal Greymon is like 60, and he's like 33. So,
You're saying he's underweight.
I'm
He's
saying
a welter. He's a welter.
I'm saying he could bulk a little is all.
Yeah.
36. All right, he's getting there, right?
Kyle, for
Good
after
afternoon.
Digimon World, I'm sending you a guide that Nick, aka Dr. Evil Bones, wrote about how to set up voice beater stuff.
Okay.
And this is specifically how to set it up with virtual audio cable, but there should be some useful stuff in there just in case.
Okay,
Maybe
I guess
look
so.
it over.
I guess is like the problem is that it can't be set up wrong because it has been working fine literally for years, and we haven't changed anything. I don't know.
No, sometimes it messes up for no reason. Remember when with Jordan and like Mist, the Squeakle the Mist?
the squeakle to mist.
Griffin the Squeakle the Mist?
See ya. That was my impression of Digimon. Hi.
Oh, that was Vegemon. I thought that was you doing one of the characters of Riven, but as a chipmunk.
Oh no, Keith.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow your fucking mind or anything. There's another Alvin in the fucking Chipmunks movie coming out.
Really?
Can you believe that shit?
Has the world not yet forgotten?
Right? And like, it's not even like they're redoing it for like a new generation again. Like, it still has fucking Jason Lee in it.
Really?
Yes.
Jason Lee's alive?
Yeah, Jason Lee is still alive.
Is he skateboarding?
Jason Lee is still a threat, is what I'm saying. God, what is it? I need to remember what it's called, because it is... Okay, I've got it. It's one of the worst titles of all time. It's called Alvin and the Chipmunks Road Chip. Keith, because they go on a long journey in a vehicle, I believe. It's a road chip. Alvin and the Chipmunks Road Chip, I think, is what it's called.
Oh, okay. So this is like a snacking podcast.
No.
No?
I mean, I don't know what they get up to in that crazy movie because I'm not going to watch it. I have seen some commercials. Oh, there's a part where they all dance in a club to Baby Got Back because, like, that's relevant. That
sounds real bad.
That is a bottomless well of comedy gold. Is what that song is.
That's like how far back you need to go for a rap song to resonate with a white dad.
No, see, I think what it is that that song is super, super funny to kids, and there's a new batch of kids every year, so it's like you need to keep bringing that. You can just keep bring it back forever, because like new kids are always gonna think it. Kids fucking love that song, Keith. They love it. It's like crack to them.
It's like crack to them. That song about fucking butts is
yeah,
crack to kids?
Yeah. Well, see, I think to kids it's funny because it's like so nonsensical to them. It's like, why would you like a butt? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Or why wouldn't she have a back?
Right? Everyone's got a back.
Everyone's got a back.
I mean, that line really never made sense, let's be honest. That's really reaching. Like, that main line and title of that song is really stretching it, I think.
For me, the epitome of like
Where the
children's
fuck are we-
movies where
Keith, vamp on Baby Got Back / Alvin and the Chipmunks Road Chip for a second. I'm gonna look in the guide real quick, see what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, I tried to find a guide. This guide's not helping with Penguinmon related stuff.
Oh, I don't care about Penguinmon. What we were doing last time, we just pulled up a list of Digimon we have to recruit, because that's what we gotta do. We gotta recruit them.
You can
Digimon.
catch fish at Dragon Eye Lake. Let's go to Dragon Eye Lake. That sounds badass.
Okay, fine. It's not badass though, but we can go there. Wait,
Well,
well, I have to make sure I even have a
badass.
rod. I don't know if it shows
Maybe
up in
we get
here.
it at
if
Dragon
it's-
Eye Lake.
I think I have one. Yeah, I got one. I see it there.
Okay, yeah, there we go. We'll try fishing. Maybe we're good at it.
Oh man, remember Manzemon?
For me, the epitome of like children's movies doing like adult things, just knowing that it'll go over the kid's head and they'll just find it nonsensical and funny.
Mhm.
The epitome of that in a really weird and awful way is did you see Despicable Me?
Have I, Keith? Of course.
You know
I've seen the second one.
You know the antagonist scientist?
Yes.
Like the skinny guy with the bowl
Yeah.
cut?
Yeah.
Like when that guy does a good thing or wins against the good scientist, he will just like vigorously hump the air
Oh yeah.
like he's fucking
Yeah.
oh, I fucked you over.
Well, see, I think that's another thing, Keith. That's really not for the adults. That's just like I think it's another thing for
That's what I'm
kids.
saying.
Kids
Like, the
love
kids
that
are
bullshit.
They're looking at that and going, "That's so funny that he's doing that thing,"
Yeah.
not knowing that what it is it's for fucking.
Right.
That's
I know. I have seen that movie multiple times, and yeah, I've
You know,
had that
totally
problem
agree.
every
I
time.
don't think that is for the kids. I mean, for the adults. I think that they're just like doing silly things that are gross, just knowing that the kids will not understand what it means. They'll just think that it's goofy.
Oh, I'm fishing. Wait, let me feed this guy first. Yeah, I see what you're saying. By the way, I need to reiterate, Keith, I have kids now. It's ridiculous for you to have asked me if I've seen Despicable Me.
Well, when the first Despicable Me came out, none of those kids were even alive.
I don't know. That's true.
Despicable Me 1. Okay,
But
Despicable
still,
Me
though-
1 came out in 2010. So Lucas was a year old.
Yeah. But the thing is, Keith, kids' movies have such long lives.
They do. There has been Despicable Me 2. Well, here's the thing. I've only seen the first one, so I didn't even know if that scientist was in
No, he's
Despicable
not.
Me 2
No.
or Minions, or
I-
whether he does that pelvic thrust.
Who knows? I mean, he might show up in the Minions movie because I believe that's a prequel. But that's the one I have not seen yet.
You didn't have to see Minions?
No, I think Lucas saw that with his dad.
Oh, so he saw it.
Yeah, Lucas definitely saw it.
How
And
did
the
he
thing
like it?
is-
how did he find it?
I think he liked it a lot. The thing is, I mean, your standards for entertainment to some degree become so lowered when you have kids around, because it's like you start to find kids movies that you can find something to enjoy in, because like I'm gonna have to watch a bunch of stupid kid bullshit anyways, so I might as well figure out which ones I like. And so in that way I was sort of interested to see the Minions movie because I think it might be okay, but like I'm in no rush because I know I've got forever to see it. I'll see it a million times once it comes out, once he gets like a Blu-ray of it or something.
Do you think maybe it's okay?
I'm sure it's tolerable. It's probably better than let me try to think of something really bad. Like, anything Lucas watches on YouTube, maybe.
Got it. No, you're right. It probably is more tolerable than most of the YouTube content.
You witnessed the
I did.
Mind Ventures, right?
I didn't witness that. It was bad. It was inventive and creative, and I am not surprised at all that it makes so much money.